Well, good morning. Mackham Cabby here with a very, very wet Carlisle. Have a look. Oh, talking about Sunderland on Talk Sport, Ali McCoy's.
Is it too early to say he's under a little bit of pressure?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I was at that game as well. I went to the Derby game, and to
Partner
be
Jill
honest,
Scott.
I think it would have been a bit of a miracle for us to get win, but I just was a little bit disappointed in the actual performance. But it was great to be there. Like, you'll know yourself, like Derby games in the northeast, kind of the best days of your life, especially when you were a kid. So first of all, it was great for the northeast to have that game, but I think with managers nowadays, they just don't seem to get a lot of time, do they? We were talking about Wayne Rooney not that long ago.
But the fans never wanted him in the first place, though, Jill. That's the main thing.
And standards, it does take time. Like, he's kind of inherited a squad. It's not his players, is it? So it's kind of, he probably wants to make changes to the squad. But I think when you get so many defeats straight away, we start talking about getting rid of managers. But if you're going to make a plan, it's going to take a bit of time. So for me, I'm always in favour of managers getting a bit more time, I think.
Yeah, Jill, listen, we've all spent time injured. It's out injured. It's not easy. It's never a fond memory that you have.
Yeah, you see,
when you come back, you want to try and get back and get involved.
all the people in the media, like high profile folk and that, they're not really allowed to say, well, you need to go, you need to get the sack, and that's the same with everybody. Any sort of person associated with the club that they won't say, reporters locally for the club, they won't say, oh, we need to get him out, because that's just not professional on their half. You know, deep down inside, I'm sure Jill Scott will probably say, yeah, get the out the club, but she can't say that obviously on radio, and they've always got to sit on the fence, kind of thing. I mean, she was saying there, like, he's inherited the squad and all like this, but the squad we've got is absolutely fantastic. I think the squad's decent enough, better than what we've been playing. Dear me, I don't know what she's talking about there. But he's come in and he's inherited a good squad, and he's turned it absolutely into just trash. But the main subject I'm talking about today is the fact, like, the lack of goings on in the transfer window. I mean, what's going on? Not a thing. Is it going to be the usual carry on where there's going to be nothing at all, not even a smoking gun, and then all of a sudden on transfer deadline day you get 3 lads coming from Czech Republic or Jahaslabad or France, someone we've never heard of. It's just such a flat feeling, isn't it? Especially this transfer window. But it's messy, isn't it? I mean, who's going to want to come in where you've got like 90% of Sunderland fans wanting Beal out? It's not an ideal scenario for a new player to come in, is it? When there's like such a hostile feeling towards the coach. Who's going to want to come into that? So could that massively backfire? Like, players like knowing, like, oh, the fans want this current coach out. It's like, why do I want to come to this club? I don't know. It's just an absolute bloody mess, isn't it? It's just a deadly silence, isn't it, coming from Sunderland again with the transfer windows and this and that. And I'll just ignore all the links and who will link this and link with that, because we're linked with every goddamn player in every division leading up to it. I just ignore it all. But it's just that deadly silence which is frustrating, isn't it? It's just that deadly silence. I think the main priority is, I mean, everybody's just wanting Beal gone. Everybody's wanting Beal gone. I think it was the 4th trending in Twitter, and I've never seen such a backlash. for any coach or manager since the Laurie McMenemy days. But are you a lot concerned with the lack of signings this transfer window, or do we not panic because it's just going to be the usual thing? I mean, does everything happen on transfer deadline day itself? Nothing really happens the days leading up to it? Or do you think it's just not a good sign for the club, for players coming in that want to come in, knowing that everybody wants the coach out? You know, it's bad timing. Who's going to want to come to a club when it's like that? I don't know. It's like I say, it's just a mess, isn't it? But the fans desperately want to see something happening, don't they? They need to pick me up. I mean, heaven forbid if we lose against Stoke City. Oh God, I don't even want to think about that. So let us know in your comments below what you think. Is it time to panic? We've not got anybody in the transfer window, or do we just need to take a chill pill? And also about Jill Scott's comment there when she says we need to give Beal a chance because, you know, they're not his players. I don't know. Decent players in that squad. Beal could take over, I don't know, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Bayern Munich, and turn them into absolute slurry, it seems. Let us know in your comments below anyway. Thanks for all your feedback and your comments on the channel, and I'm gonna just chill back in a very, very wet and later on stormy Carlisle. See you later, folks.